Alright, so I have to start recording this early because what the fuck is this? Anyway, so we're doing a Risk of Rain mod review. As the game is loading, it has decided it is time for Ultimate Gohan to flash across my screen with Vegeta counting his fucking one-arm push-ups. So, to explain, I do have and I mean a Dragon Ball character, to, you know, when I'm looking over these characters here, it's not, like, what the fuck? Okay. And it's still going over this. Okay. Okay. Very not fitting music. Yes, welcome to Risk of Rain 2, Z, Kai, Super Ball, yeesh. So, you know, because we've got a Dragon Ball character, naturally, Mr. Popo, this man right here, he's gonna be the one responsible for the fact that this mod showcase has a fucking Dragon Ball theme. Hooray. But we'll get to Mr. Popo. I think we'll start towards the beginning. I did grab Hunk for this. I think I think Ross has seen Hunk before. But there's some new stuff on it. Detecting EM fields through walls in real time to use to rotate certain electronics. That can be useful. Or a thing that gives you jump boost in any direction while pressing jump and barrel. That's probably pretty good. But I'm gonna try the EMF scanner because I think I know what the experimental jetpack's gonna do. Split on drizzle for my purposes. I'm not looking to actually do runs here, just test the character a little bit. Alright, at least we're free from Dragon Ball music now that we're actually in game, huh? Right, he melees the shit out of people. And then if you right click, you zoom down the scope. So how does the fucking EMF reader work? It doesn't... it's an item, so... does it, like... track it? E. So, okay, Star's badge, sure. Okay. Well, he absolutely shits out damage if you're looking to do that. I didn't put the auto sprint mod in this, so that is unfortunate. But if you get in the melee range, now you're fucking bopping people. R switches... oh, right, EMF scanner. There we go. Up there? Okay, there's my corrupted enemy. Pull up my mup. The sooner you kill the corrupted enemy, the better. For this boyo. There's one of our crates over there. God, these guys are fucking tanky. Pull out the fucking machine gun again. Like, the fucking Z-Virus guys are, like, insane. Did he drop it? Where's my fucking Z-Virus sample? Oh, there. Excuse me. Excuse the fuck me? What? Wait, no. What? What the fuck? Why is Nemesis here? See, it's shit like this that I think this mod might be, that this guy, unfortunately, despite the fact that he's, like, got neat gunplay and stuff, maybe a bit much. Like, why the fuck? I think that's a Nemesis. I don't think that one's Mr. X. I'm pretty sure that one's Nemesis. Yeah, like, just having to deal with this seems really fucking annoying. Okay. I think we understand, your boy, fucking, what's his name? Hunk? Yeah, Hunk. My take on Hunk is that super neat idea. I like Rob Gaming mods, you know, he did make Driver. This fucking character is annoying as shit to play. So I don't know, that's not my thing. Submariner. Let's see. Heading under the melee tracks grants new cause restoration. Swing enemies. Fire harpoon pulls towards things. Okay. Backward fire on urchin mine or Slayer. Ride a beast, which quickly runs towards enemies. So ride a beast. And throw your anchor dealing damage on impact, running towards the anchor, nutrition movement speed, moving away, slows you. Yeah. Granting your burst movement speed. Okay, well, fair enough. Let's give Submariner a shot. This one is one of the ones that intrigues me, from, like, the base, like, page. So, slow ass melee. That is very slow. But that can pull enemies to you, so that would probably help with, like, flyers. Okay, yeah. And so then you can place down this anchor, which I guess anchors you to a spot. If you get, like, far away from it, it breaks. Yeah, you get, like, slow. Wow, you get really slow when you get away from that thing. It's pretty precise to aim the grappling hook. Get the fuck... Okay. Yeah, that does help with the fact that, like, melee characters struggle with flyers. If you don't mind being rooted to a spot, this anchor does make you, like, kind of strong. Summon the beast. What the well, it's a beast. Whee! So can you, like, toss it up there? Yeah, but that'll break, like, immediately. So if you need to get them down there, you just kind of... You only actually lose the charge on it if you hit something, though. So, like, if I shoot over there, it does nothing. You don't actually lose the charge. So it doesn't matter if you fuck up a throw. That's okay. Summon the beast. And yeah, if you hit an enemy with that. Okay, I think I understand how she works. She's just pretty basic. Confirmed gender, she, by the way, on this one, according to the page. Now that's potent. If you hit, like, small enemies, it just fucking goes through them. I kind of like her. You know, she's a little basic. Yeah, I don't really understand this anchor, to be honest. Like, it does good damage, but I don't know why I'd want to be anchored to a spot. Can I read this skill again? Hold on. Let's see her. Throw the anchor, dealing damage. Running towards the anchor makes you fast. Running away from it slows you down. Going too far away breaks the chain. Then you get a burst of movement speed. So yeah, it is just rooting yourself to a thing. Okay, so this one is like... Yeah, the more you hit basic enemies, the stronger the beast becomes until you eventually either run out the timer or it hits a large enemy and stuns. Okay, and then when you're hitting enemies, you gain health regen per stack. Okay, I think I basically understand how she works. I feel like I guess that this is probably a lot faster, but I feel like the beast is just going to be better than just a landmine. Alright, the cadet. He shoots bullets, or he shoots less bullets that are stronger. Okay. Throw your gun, sure. And then you get a grenade launcher instead. Sure. Roll in a direction, reload your gun. Slide in a direction, get a gun, and reload. Agile, fire heavy burst of pellets. Fabricate 2 drones to seek out nearby enemies. Let's see here. So this is gonna be like a, whatever gun type it is in Borderlands, that, like, when you toss it, it, like, kind of works like a grenade. Let's do this one, that one, slide, and echo drones. It's nice that he appears to have a monsoon skin, so, like, this guy's actually got a reason to play him. Alrighty, see what we have here. Why is he so slow? Oh, sorry, I'm just not sprinting. I'm so used to having auto sprint on in this game. It's like brain rot. Not having auto sprint. I'm like, no, I'm so slow. Okay, the reload speed's like really fast. That's like a little... I think that was the drone. So you could like fire, slide, fire, right click. I think I more or less understand. Toss that out, it makes a little drone that starts firing. No, it only... No, okay, they kind of keep going for a little bit there. I like this guy. He's got some very basic gunplay. I don't feel like I have a lot to say about him, but he is kind of what I expected him to be. He shoot, and he slide, and he shoot dronage, and he toss his gun like grenade. He's fine. His main fire is pretty fucking sick, actually. I feel like you can kill things pretty well with this. The reload animation's obviously like a little annoying, but to an extent you can negate that with slides and stuff. Yeah, pretty basic. Not got a whole lot to say for that guy. He's a character. Wanderer. No additional skins for this one, so you're playing it just to play it. Wanderer builds up passive shield while moving. A max stack shield bracing grants a barrier. Wanderer has increased crit chance. Yeah. Swing. Stab to gain Gathering Storm. 2 stacks, your next Steel Tempest, which is, no, this one again, will do more. So basically every 3 Steel Tempests, you do bonus damage. Dash towards the enemy, dealing damage. After each dash, your next dash will deal additional damage. Up to a stack of 200. So... what's the point of saying up to a cap of 200% damage? Just say... what? Because if you do it just one more time, then you get the max damage. That feels irrelevant. I guess it's to say that it doesn't stack more than... like, you can't stack it, but I just feel like don't mention stacking at all. Dash towards an airborne enemy, and then rapidly attack in an area to do just truly a shit ton of damage, and then gain armor shred. Fair enough. So, the basics of this character appear to be swing, stab, dash sometimes, get a truly outrageous amount of damage against flying enemies. Yeah, so it's every 3 of those you get a functionally powerful. Any flyers? Not yet. I mean, I'm a sucker for melee characters, so this is probably fine. Dude, I'm so bad at, like, remembering to hit that dash button. Okay, so... yeah, so you're, like, entirely reliant on that move. No, you can also, dash at them. Can you, like, finagle your way into hitting just like a normal enemy with the insane R? Or can it like truly only target a flyer? The enemy has to be in the air at the very least. But if you could maybe knock them up, you might be able to. Basically, the character, it attacks with a sword and is like really pretty good with a sword. But, and then has like a fucking destroy an airborne enemy button. I'm gonna see real quick if I can get a wandering vagrant here. Because I wonder just how much damage the literal shit ton of damage that is on that R-click actually would do to like a boss. I have to find the stupid thing though. Where are my red sparklies? This character like feels so sluggish by comparison to, and it's not just the auto sprint thing, it's also the character just feels like a tad sluggish by comparison to Mercenary, which is like the melee character I mostly think of. Let's see if I get a vagrant here. Stone Titan. Okay, well I definitely am not going to be able to art-click that. Yeah, it just warps you to like the nearest flying enemy if you use that. And that'll really just bring you out of rotation entirely to land that. Wait a minute, hold on a fucking minute. Does this just not... The fucking dash just has like a 1 second cooldown? What? Excuse the fuck me? Why? So, actually, the whole character's fucking premise is that he just gets to dash all over the place. Sometimes, what is the condition for this dash? Because it has like a 1 second cooldown, but I can't use it a lot of the time. I'm fully not sure what's happening when I'm playing this character, if I'm completely honest with you. I feel like I'm just hitting buttons and enemies die sometimes. Jesus Christ, that took me high up. You also gain like a lot of armor when you're like hitting enemies or something. Weird character. But, you know, thematically appropriate for Risk of Rain, design-wise. And technically works. I don't know if I am in love with this character, but it's fine. We can have... Who next? Okay, that's all the ones on page 1. Alright, Mr. Popo. You motherfucker. You're the reason we have Dragon Ball mod on. It seems like all the Dragon Ball characters probably set the menu to look like that. Oh, what the fuck is... Jesus Christ. What is this screen? Okay, so he has a Dragon Ball radar. Does he fly? He doesn't seem to... Oh, no, he... Okay. Okay. Well, he kind of flies. What? What? Sorry. Hold on. What was that, Mr. Popo? Hold on. Whee! So Mr. Popo's gameplay is fly around constipated, occasionally do a fucking crazy backflip, and shoot Kamehamehas. That's what he does. Jesus Christ, the range on that, too. Can I fucking land, by the way? Holy shit. Okay, then I can hit left alt, Okay, that replaces my excellent mouse 2 with a different one. Let me see if I can get to activate it. I don't know what that did. Oh, that okay, what the fuck? Why has it got, like, weird fucking yellow errors on it? Why is it level 354? What does that even fucking mean? Okay, so this right-click is the Destructo disc. It's very basic. I don't know why you'd want that when you could have... Okay, this character's really stupid. Go, Mr. Popo. Hold on. For a minute there, he was flying. Can he fly? For real? Or... Go. Oh. Okay. It's because of the auto sprint thing. So he can fly like this. But if you don't want to do that, you can turn off sprint. He can just constipated float. And then do his super backflip. I don't know, Sheaf. I think that this is the optimal way to play Mr. Popo. Is with his stupid constipated glide. Alrighty. So, let's kill the fucking boss here. Mr. Popo, show them your might. Unleash the power of your stupid backflip. That didn't quite kill it. What is this heat? What is the Dragon Ball radar right now? Ooh, that's very powerful. But otherwise, you have to get in there and smack them. The Dragon Ball radar looks phenomenally stupid, I want to add. Whee! This is truly absurd. Like, not in the way that, like, other Dragon Ball characters are absurd. This is actually fucking stupid. It feels as if... I'm sorry. Who... I'm sorry, who the fuck... Who the fuck is this? Did I just turn into Giga Chad buff Mr. Popo? Excuse the fuck me? What the fuck, why? I guess this is his equivalent of going Super Saiyan. Okay. Well, that was Mr. Popo, everybody. I don't know if you saw the Lemurian there in that little screen glitching out, but that is my feeling about Mr. Popo. What the fuck? What just happened? I don't know. Alright, time to play the best character now. The Aegis. So, as we know, in Risk of Rain, if you're gonna play as anything, you gotta play as a legendary. And this, of course, is a legendary character. This is Aegis. Let's check it out. Well, okay, that's... Okay, let's break down the plot. You sure do have quite a bit of health there. Yeah, you have a little shotgun blast. You can fall off a cliff and lose all that excellent shield that you have there. You can do a right click that's like a bigger beam. You're going to hit shift to kind of do a dash. That was kind of pitiful. You can hit R and explode, I guess. Yeah. Wee. Do you, like, charge that up? Hold on. Yeah, whoa. Okay, so you do charge that up. How long can I hold it for? Does it keep... Okay, so there's a limit. You can only do it for, like a little bit. And then also sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know how the fuck that shift works, to be honest. You can explode, you can shoot. You can shoot your barrier beam. You can, like, store energy. It seems like basically it just is a shitty little dash, but then, like, if you're in the air, you can get some real distance on it sometimes? I don't know. Of course you want Drooch. I mean, you are Aegis. So you're just constantly generating shield, and like if I hit things, I think I get shield. Yeah, you get shield when you hit stuff as well. And so the whole gameplay loop of this appears to be, just don't die, Chief. I didn't expect anything from this one, to be fair. Am I disappointed? No. I mean, I got what I paid for, or what I got. I mean, it is Aegis. I am Aegis right now. Use barrier explosion of doom. It's not ineffective, I will say. However, I don't know that I would consider it particularly fun. Besides maybe that shift, if I could figure out how it actually worked, I feel like you could do some really funny shit with it. But that's sure, yep, this is an Aegis. Alright, well, I think we've seen Aegis plenty. Alright, back to Dragon Ball Z out here. The next character in the alignment is Overseer, which is this thing. You seek out targets on death and increase unit cap and assembly speed by stuff. Burst of plasma, units struck, detonate. Switch to producing the next. Okay, so you could have units, Sentinel, Mender, Beacon, you could have Warden, you could have Cat. Well, we have to have Cat. There appears to be several skins, but I must use skin 3. Them's the breaks, Chief. Sure. Go ahead. Give you a shot, Overseer. Okay, so we've already got a new UI element for the character. It shoot. I can do a different shoot. I can do literally the worst dash in existence. Literally the worst dash. What the fuck? Is that like a centimeter? If I shoot, I do pitiful, awful, horrible damage. I can hit R to construct a cat. Yeah, so now I have a cat or a mender, and then I can have this guy. I'm guessing the whole idea of the character. Well, give me a bunch of cats, please. I think cats are what I'm looking for. Even though they're not cats, they are like fucking cubes or something. I don't know. And I guess if I like strike a guy, one of my little boyos with my laser beam, they explode. I can shift for some reason. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like when you're just playing this character, you might as well just walk around ignoring enemies, because it feels like these little drones are actually all that matters. Because my damage is truly depressing, and that is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. Is there supposed to be more with that dash, or is that all that is? Is that seriously like a fucking 4-inch dash and that's it? Gain a short intangible dash, so you're immune for that duration. I still don't think that justifies it. This is on fucking, like, Drizzle, by the way. He could barely kill a wisp. Anyway. We're now to the League of Legends character, the first one. I don't know if you heard that screams. She's quite loud. So, with these, I usually like to just play them, because fuck if I'm going to read the novel of text describing what their abilities do. And I'll just determine what they do when I'm playing them. Okay, so she doesn't have... She has... She has 2 additional jumps. So that's already pretty good. She can right-click to, like, break her chains for a little bit, I guess. she can scream. I'm sorry. Look how sassily she walks around. She's like, yeah, I can't fucking move my arms. Yeah. Or you can, like... Okay, when she breaks her fucking chain, she's really strong. So, you suck... The short of it is you kind of suck when you're like this. You can kind of kill stuff, but, like, not really. Very loud character. I don't know if the recording really catches on to that, but very loud. This is, again, League of Legends problem. League of Legends Risk of Rain, where all the fucking League of Legends characters are ridiculously loud. Alright, but I unleash my rage and just fucking go in on it. I'm so fast right now that I'm like fucking ice physics. Does she just have like... I can't explain to you what is happening right now. I'm magneted towards enemies. That's what's happening. So when you're like this, I can't fucking control her. She just moves on her own. And she's, like, looking for enemies to attack. So, like, she does extra damage when she's like this. Like, she can attack kind of freely. But the limitation is that I'm trying as hard as I can to get her to, like, go where I want her to. And she just runs. It's not that she runs forward uncontrollably. I'm not hitting left click, by the way. I'm just running around, and she automatically attacks enemies, and I can, like, barely control what she's doing. She's effective. She kills things. Definitely. I don't feel weak as this character. However, maybe this move could use the ability to fucking control her. I truly cannot express how unpleasant it is to attempt to control her when she's doing that. Because she just goes. You basically have no input. She just goes until she's done. I think she's actually pretty fun, barring the one move that prevents you whatsoever from moving. What does this say? Okay. Briar dashes to the target's location, getting Blood Frenzy for 8 seconds. During it, Briar is forced to attack the nearest enemy. She can also cast Snack Attack, which deals damage and deals more damage the lower health they are. So the short of it is, when she's in Blood Frenzy, when it says she's forced to attack the nearest enemy, it means she is constantly sprinting as hard as she can towards the closest enemy, and you don't have input as to where you're going beyond that. Interesting, but weird. Talus. I have a bit of experience with Talus, because this is a Paladin's character. I haven't played much of Talus. Inner Strength resets Veracharger stocks and Blitz upper cooldown when you teleport using Rune of Travel. So, I'm going to be blunt with you. Despite appearances, this is Tracer. So if you like Tracer, cool. I guess I did that. Sure, I have 20 utility items. Why not? So the reason why I say this is Tracer is because he has quick firing gun that does good damage if you're close to enemies. This is not that's not a Tracer attack. This is the Tracer move, though. So you can just, like, place a recall point, and at any time you can, whoop, go back to it. That's how it works in Paladins. And then this is, like, an overcharge, I think, if I remember correctly. The translation is not, like, 1-to-1, but I feel that I kind of understand what's going on. And, like, that's like a sneak attack. So the R, like, teleports in on an enemy. I mean, he's plenty strong, is what I'll say. He can do some fucking damage. A bit simple. You get your thing, you can teleport, and then, like, you're overcharged for a bit to, like, really absolutely shit out damage. I just don't understand, like, why I'd want the teleporter in Risk of Rain, to be honest. Because, like, the recall point is really useful in, like, a hero shooter, because it's like, oh, you can, like, initiate a thing, and then if things go bad, you can kind of teleport back. But I don't really think that that's relevant in Risk of Rain, to be able to, like, do that. I guess you could, like, leave it up there, and it's like, wee, you know, I can maybe get back on there? I don't know. He's Talus. That's Talus. That's how he works. Can't say that that isn't how Talus works. Enjoy the Risk of Rain menu for just a moment. Alright, back at it. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z Risk of Rain, we have Twitch, who I think is also a League of Legends character, but is Rat. He is Rat, and he has a lot of stuff. Holy fuck, he's got like a bunch of skins to unlock. He's got many options. Okay, well, let's just play base Twitch first, and I might mess with some of the alternatives, because he has so fucking many. Okay, so he's got a little janky crossbow. Sure. He can stealth it up. I presume this is stealth. He can throw poison. Fair. And he can... I don't know what that one's supposed to be. They do not like you using that stealth, huh? That's a long-ass cooldown on that. What does this do? Okay, so he appears to, like, build up poison stacks on enemies. Does it do good DOT? I don't know, like, what I'm looking at here when it comes to... Like, it builds up these stacks, but they don't do damage over time. Is the R-click relevant to that? Maybe? It seems like the R-click ignites poison stacks. Maybe. I'd need, like, a bigger health pool to, like, exploit that against. If I can find the boss, I'd like to try to test that on them. You move pretty fast when you're stealth like that, so that's good. But god damn, that ability has a long cooldown. Whatever the hell, like, they must think that that stealth move is the fucking bee's knees. With, like, what was that, like a 25-second cooldown? I don't know what they're smoking with that. It's, like, okay. Like, I'm fast, yeah, but, like, does it need to have a 24 seconds. It feels a bit excessive. Maybe. Just maybe. Where the fuck is this boss? I don't see any sparklies over there, so I presume it's over here. I like his animations. I think he's, like, really well animated. It looks neat there. Yeah, let's go ahead and summon this boss. I want to see if I stack, like, a bunch of poison stacks on something. If he's, like, pretty notable for that purpose. So, like, if I stack, like, a shit ton of poison on her... Because, like, basic enemies, you're never going to get, like, this high of poison stacks. It seems like they might ignite on their own eventually, but if I hit her with the R click, it didn't... I really can't tell. It looks like we're going to have to do an investigation into how he actually fucking works. Because I didn't read it, and now I need to know. So... Venom's lower attack and armor. Reduce ambush cooldown on hit. So ambush has an insanely long cooldown, but his basic fire reduces it. Fair, I suppose. And then this does like a flask of venom leaves a pool. After you leave this, you gain attack speed and piercing shots for 5 seconds. And then infectious, reduce attack speed and large amount per stack permanently. Okay, so basically removes their venom stacks, makes them immune to venom, but makes their venom stack debuff permanent and does a lot of damage to them. Okay, sure. Only the crossbow reduces the cooldown of ambush. So if you ain't using ambush, I would recommend, or like if you're using ambush, I'd recommend using crossbow, but maybe these other ones have really short cooldowns? I don't know. Tommy gun, fire a hail, venom soaked bullets dealing damage, or fire a close range. Give me the Tommy gun, give me a hand grenade, hold to let the grenade cook before throwing, but don't hold it too long. Okay. Gain bonus attack speed and piercing shot for 4 seconds, so it's like a bit less of an upside? I think that this probably, like, Scurry probably works like ambush, but it's a bit less. Just in general. Cheese, I think I know what it does. It sure does restore your max HP. You probably have to, like, lay down or something to gain the benefit. Probably takes a second to activate. Alright, so the thing that interests me the most about this particular build of it is this grenade. Sorry, I threw those a little fast, actually. Alright, so how about this? That's it. That's a much more reasonable cooldown. Hey, just use Scurry. Fucking what? Why the hell would I use the other one? Excuse the fuck me? Hey, you know what's better than 5 seconds of the upside? Every 24 seconds? Just getting the upside every 6 seconds. That's pretty nice. You can borderline keep this up permanently. Because Scurry lasts 4 seconds and it has a 6-second cooldown. What the fuck? Alright, let's light a grenade on myself. Let's let it cook. That doesn't even hurt that bad. Okay. I thought that it would just kill me if I held it for too long. Alright, let's do like a real test. So if I let it cook but not too long, so like there maybe? Yeah, it appears to make it do extra like bonus damage. Okay, well, I like the character a whole lot better when I'm not dealing with like his weird other kit. This version of the kit is like way better. I don't know if the grenade is better, to be honest, than just the acid vial. But this Scurry is way better than whatever that stealth garbage was. I like him. He's simple, but effective. I like what he does. Good League of Legends character. Not too annoying of sound effects either. So, you know, fine. He gets a super thumbs up, at least by comparison to other League of Legends characters. Okay, so now we have Windy. Just arbitrarily Windy. I didn't see any other fairy tale characters, but Yep. Does she have alternatives? Nope, this is her. She could channel healing, locked onto an ally for 10% damage. Does she not have... When you're able to revive a whole neighbor, Big will spawn at ally's death location, enter the zone to use it. Maybe if she enters her Dragon Force state, she can do damage? It appears to me as if Wendy here, and it's not fitting given her character, it appears to me like she is strictly support? But let's turn her into a dragoon. A dragoon. Okay, well this is a... What the fuck? I don't think I've ever seen Wendy in this state, by the way. I don't... Maybe I never got this far in Fairy Tail. But... That is not what I thought that shift would do. It's kind of just infinite flight for what that's worth. Because you, like, hover for so long and then you just use it again. So this is just the state that you're playing the game in. This is just like Artificer, basically. Where you're just, like, flying around, like, bombarding people. But in multiplayer, I guess you can definitely use her to, like, heal. The fact that she can revive teammates is truly borderline overpowered. But yeah, it appears like she kind of can't do anything in this state. This... Can she not sprint? Oh no, she can sprint. Okay. I mean, her basic attack is like fucking giga nuts, I will say that. She's got this move, which is like actually way less good than her basic attack, and I'm not sure why you're using it. Fully, this character is just basic attack the character, because this kind of blows, honestly. The amount of damage it does is kind of ass. And this already pierces all enemies and does like a shit ton of damage. So I hope you like doing this. And then if you're playing in multiplayer, I guess you can like probably heal them. Heal people. I mean, and neat, we don't get very many support-themed characters. But yeah. That's Wendy. Core. So we've got Hammer Throw, Yeet, Dodge, and the Rolling Stones. Oh, he has a bunch of options, and he can also turn into a robot. Nice. Korake? Is it karaoke? Is that the pun? Is it Korok? Is it Korok? I don't know. I mean, I feel like you wouldn't pass up the Yeet for the Bonk. The Bonk is... Slam forward, doing damage. Hitbox size increases exponentially when at full charge. How do I gain charge? Is that a mechanic? Doesn't appear to be. Maybe you charge it up. Or your gauntlets in quick succession for damage. Perform an input-based melee attack that pays differently based on directional input while on the ground/air. So that is the Dancer's attack, basically. I think I basically know how that works, but I'm still going to try it. I'll try Yeet first, and I'll stick with this for now. Korok, or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. I don't remember his name. Core, I think his name is. Might get a second shot, so... I guess my input is that feels extra shit, that range on that. If you're in the air, it feels pretty significant. I feel like you're definitely just jumping when you're using directional input. Also, they say directional input, but actually it is just one attack. I'm sorry, what? What? Why do I have rock? So if I hammer the ground, it creates a rock that I can chuck. Okay, that's a directional input that I can kind of get behind. Give me an enemy that I can yeet. Oh no, that's a bear. That was the roll. That seemed ineffective. Can I try again? Like, maybe I hold it? I don't know what that is supposed to have done. At least I know what, like, the, like, roll into a ball move is supposed to be doing. This yeet appears to not work. Or, at the very least, I don't know how it works. It's really hard to get the boulder to appear. Like, if you're relying on that to, like, use it to hit something, I feel like it's not gonna happen for you. Okay, so, yeah, you, like, charge it up, and then you can grab the enemy afterwards, if they're still alive, and kind of toss them in a direction. So what if I just do it, like, quick? He just kind of grabs him and stuns him. But if you kind of, like, hold it for a little bit, you charge it up, and then grab him, and then you yeet him, like, really far. Okay. Enemies don't take fall damage. No, they do. Okay. Woohoo! Off the Lemurian goes. I feel like if you can get used to the yeet, that's pretty funny. Die, idiot. It just goes. Okay, Core, you are intriguing. I'm gonna try a different set on you. Give me the fucking gauntlet throw, give me bonk, and give me Korake, cool, whatever. It just leaves them all over the floor. That's pretty funny. It just leaves them all over the place. How many gauntlets do you have? Oh, you know, infinite. You can Giga Bonk as well. And there's Korake, which just kind of channels energy and then explodes. Like, fair enough, I suppose. I mean, this character feels fine. This behaves very fairly, I feel. At least in this state. I feel the other build I had going there kind of sucked. Mostly because I think that that hammer basic attack is like gutter trash. But it seems kind of hard to approach with this character. But he does do good damage when he gets in there. He's all about charging his attacks up. You can't tell that he's frozen, but he's frozen there. Okay, so pro tip about Core is don't get frozen, because if you get frozen, you're frozen forever. That's cool. I never unfroze there. I don't know if the game didn't know I was frozen, but whatever. He's fine. Probably fair enough. A little boring, I feel, but, you know, it's kind of funny to chuck an enemy with yeet. I like that move a little bit. Here we have this thing. Well, of course, you gotta play the gentleman version of him, or perhaps... No, the gentleman version of him. Novel, and then other stuff. Sure, whatever. Let's just fucking go. The gentleman goes. He has purple HP. I don't know what that means. This reminds me vaguely of, like, the fucking Bionicle-ass motherfucker Ross played the one time in his, like, little mod showcase. But this guy, like, looks good, actually, unlike the Bionicle guy. However, so his mouse 1, he just kind of smacks. His mouse 2, he stomps really big. Really fucking big. You got a shift that's like you roar at them, then an R click that appears to be like a big combo. Now, if only there was any enemies. There's some. So if I roar at them, that kind of just like stuns them. I can basic attack them, sure. My Giga Stomp. Or combo. Oh no, you like eat them. Okay, that's eating them. So presumably I can only do that to like an enemy that's like below a certain threshold of health, right, I guess? Okay, it has to kill them. It does damage and then kills them. And it kind of keeps track of all the, like, how many enemies I have eaten. I figure that that's like a stacking thing, maybe only for the stage, though. So I hit it a couple times, eat it. Nope, hold on. And then eat. I don't know how big the upside is when you do it, but you can also Giga Stomp regardless. I feel like you would just, like, group a bunch of guys together. Like, if I group them like this and then eat... Yeah, I can just build up, like, a shit ton of stacks. I don't know. It feels... It depends on, like, what the buff actually is, I suppose. Did I gain max HP? It might be because I leveled up. He does gain max HP every time he consumes a guy, it looks like. And then you kind of like build up your forces here, so you can build up more. So yeah, he does appear to gain max HP, at the very least, when he eats things. Why is his fucking basic, boring-ass melee got a novel on it, by the way? I don't see anything particularly interesting about this. I think I understand what he does. I just don't know, like, what the specific appeal is? Okay, so whenever he kills an enemy, he heals some of his max HP. And then... attacks in a forward direction, dealing damage. Every third attack does more damage and heals 1% max HP. At 20 or more stacks of Feast, every attack will launch a blast of piercing spikes that deal extra fucking damage. Cho'Gath ruptures the ground, releasing shockwaves all around, dealing extra damage based on how many Feast stacks he has. Roars in a cone, dealing damage and pulls enemies towards it based on how many Feast stacks he has. Cho'Gath attempts to eat their target, dealing damage and also more if they've got stacks of Feast. If they're killed, he gains a stack of Feast. Okay, one thing I want to check with him. Sure, I'll be fucking alien dickward. I want to know, does he retain stacks of Feast? So what I mean with that is, if I go to like another stage, do I keep them? Because it feels to me like it would be trivially easy to build up. You know what? Hold on. Better way to test this. I'm going to turn on swarms. Because I want to really like get a feel for this. It feels trivially easy to get to. And where's Ken? Yeah. Swarming Ken. Let's try to get beetles or something. Gups will do. Yeah, I need to know if like I can get a shit ton of stacks. Because it feels trivially easy to get to the 20 required to make his basic attack better. Gups feel like a good target to do this feast shit on, because like I can just fucking destroy these guys. Once you kind of get some feast going as well, you can start like absolutely melting fuckers. because that each of the stacks of feast makes feast stronger, so then you can start just like fucking going in. I just feel like the character really is all about this R. But I want to try to get his like basic attack to be in its like upgraded form, because I want to know like what that actually looks like in practice. Okay, so yeah, now when I'm attacking, he shoots out like a volley of things. The character feels good. Like, I feel like I can absolutely melt dudes. I can do a big stomp and like, kill everything. Alright, let's find the boss. I want to know if this retains between stages, because this feels like it would get out of control. A little too easily. Because these stacks are not going down, and I feel like they should. But maybe they do it between stages? I just want to know, like, because I have 28 stacks, Feast does an additional 25% damage for every stack of Feast I have, so already it's dealing, like, a truly astronomical amount of damage. And then I can, like, kind of build these guys up a little bit, because they're gups, and, you know. So, like, I Feast here. Okay, they didn't actually die, much to my chagrin. But this is gonna lag me. Mending Geep. Mending Geep? What the fuck do you mean, Geep? I'm just, like, gaining stacks like mad. But it also feels trivially easy, because look how many fucking stacks I have of, because I have so many stacks of Feast, I can just stomp my foot and clear all of that out in, like, one go. And then I, like, do so much damage when I, like, harvest, I guess they're Geeps in this case. But, like, if I stomp, boom, kills it. I shift, pulls things in, that actually doesn't do very much damage. But I stomp again, boom, dead. Feast, dead. Attack, do a shit ton of damage. I don't know, the character feels like he scales a little too well. I would say that this character would be reasonable if the Feast resets between stages. But, like, look how fucking strong I am. And look how much fucking health I have. You know, like, every stack of Feast is also giving me max HP, so I'm just, like, melting dudes. Alright, moment of truth. Is this guy reasonable, or is he fucking cancer? In terms of, like, OP. If those stacks stay, this guy is overpowered as shit. 45 stacks of Feast. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this character's overpowered as shit. I think they underestimate how hard that is. Yeah, I'm playing on Swarm of Many. I understand it's a little easier. But across a whole run, you are going to get the up... Oh, hold on a minute. I don't have the upgraded melee attack. Let me try feasting. Oh, nope, there it is. You have to hit an enemy, maybe, to make the, like, thing do it. Alright, let's harvest them. It definitely is retaining stacks. It's just not shooting the thing unless I hit an enemy, I guess? Yeah, if you hit an enemy, it shoots the big thing. Weird. Anyway, in terms of, like, once you get started with this guy and a swarm of many, you don't even need to play the game anymore, because, like, even though there's this many enemies, you just go, hey, fuck you, Luigi, and they're all dead. Because that's the biggest AoE ever. Once you get started, you only have to play the game just, hey, fuck you, Luigi, and they're all dead. Okay, so I guess another question is, like, this guy's way over there. Does it shoot the things unless... Okay, it doesn't... it truly only does it if it hits, but the melee has such a big fucking hitbox that it often hits something. Now, that's a lot of enemies. Whatever shall I do? Oh, they're all dead. Never mind. This character's overpowered. Fun, but overpowered. Alien Hominid has a lot of unlockables. Primary attack is a ray gun. You can charge it if you want to. You can just fire a maximum charge shot. You can leap. You can chomp. You can leap to, like, yeah, you can ride enemies and then you can chomp an enemy that you're riding to heal damage. And he chuck a grenade. Fair enough. He has a monsoon skin. He's got a lot of unlockables in terms of primaries and specials. So I could be fun. Could be neat. Let's give him a shot. Now, I have it on Horde of Many, and it's Lemurians. That's maybe fine. Whee! Chomp him. No, that guy died. Give me something more fun. Giddy up! Okay, it seems like you only sometimes get to ride them. I don't know if Lemurians are a very good test for this. I am going to correct my artifacts here and give Alien Hominid another shot here in like a real setting. Alright, Alien Hominid. Let's see how you roll for realsies. I feel like your ideal ride target's like a stone golem or something. Alright, I ride. I can shoot while riding. He can absolutely beat the shit out of me, though, while I'm on him. It feels like if you miss by like a pixel, then you don't get the ride. Or maybe you just can't really ride Lemurians very well. So if I... It feels... Yeah, he doesn't like riding enemies very much. The specifics of, like, how you get to do the ride are strange to me. It only works sometimes. And I'm not sure, like, what I'm supposed to do to make it happen. Well, this time I'm riding. Maybe chomp. I have no idea. He is functional. There's a reason to play him. His charge attack is satisfying. I just don't understand the riding mechanic, because it doesn't seem to work very well. Sometimes you ride them, most of the time you just kind of stun them. Alright, well here's a fun question. If I get, like... Okay, a stone type. Let me try riding this fellow. So if I get way up close to him and I ride him... Yeah, I'm riding him. Get fucked, idiot. Well, I'll say this is a really effective strategy to beat up Stone Titan. The poor guy can't do anything. He's got nothing on you. Wee-hee-woo! And then I chomp him. Hooray. What if I do it from the ground? Okay. I mean, it's fun. I like the character. It sure is Alien Hominid. This is how Alien Hominid works. in the game. Like a totally fair character. Alrighty. I don't think this character is gonna work based on this description. We'll try it. Because it is anime goral. See? Yeah, you go, girl. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah, she's got a really bad itch. Ugh. Whoa, damn, dude. When she's melee attacking, you don't... Or maybe a ranged attack, I can't tell. Her right-click fires a gun that doesn't exist. She got a shift. Her shift is very fun, because it just makes her kind of run in place. Well, then if you start sprinting with her, she just goes, yeah. And then if you hit shift, she just fucking moonwalks. She'd chuck a grenade. Maybe that's what that was. Whee! At least when she's in the air, it does something. To be honest, I don't know if she can even kill things, truly. Her primary fire does not work. So, yeah, that character needs some time to cook, I think. Last page here, but a lot of characters on it. The Spino cat, you know, it's a cat. It's got a gun. It's got a spin attack. It can sleep. It can pounce, and it could, when hurt, gain a helping hand boost. Oh, it has a bunch of skins. It could be an orange cat, a black cat. It could be a white cat. It could be something. Let's go orange cat mentality. Orange cats are fucking hellions. Maybe I can okay, so when they said Spino cat, yeah, it sure does have a fucking Spinosaurus thing on its back. It's got a gun. It could spin. Speed. You ever want to stare up a cat's ass? With this character, you can. Well, you shoot a very ineffectual gun and speed for shitty damage as well. I have to, like, be careful. I want to get that sleep, just to, like, see what it does. But, like, if you touch any input, it breaks you out of it. Dude, you fucking break out of that so easily. What is the point? Okay, so this character has, like, kind of one move, and it's shoot gun, mostly, because the spin attack is... Okay, it's not terrible. That guy's just an elite. And he's got a pounce that's, like, kind of ineffectual as well. But if you ever got, like, a guy, like, attacking you, you just cannot pull off this sleep. Yeah, you have to, like, have time. And enemies have to leave you alone for long enough for you to, like, fully lay your ass down. So, like, if I sneak, like, in here... Can I get a sleep off? Okay, that takes a full, like, 5 seconds to start healing you. That's pretty bad. I wasn't gonna... I wasn't really taking it seriously anyway. It's funny this guy has a fucking monsoon skin, though, so... There is actually a reason to play it. Whee! Alright. That character sure is a cat. With a gun strapped to its back. Alright. Well, you know what time it is. The hover tank treated us poorly. The car, Ross kind of liked. Now it's time for a motherfucking tank. Oh my fucking god. What the literal fuck? Why does it have so many fucking options? Holy shit. I was like... It changes the appearance of the... This is actually a cool mod. Unless this is nauseating like the fucking hover car is. This is actually kind of fucking cool. Self-destruct? But you only get one Dio's best friend for it. That's not worthwhile. You get to modify the body to... Okay, I'm not fucking with this stuff. Look, to be blunt with you, I'm sure there's a lot of options. I am not here to play the tank for several hours to determine all the intricacies of it, but we're going to be a purple tank with green glow, and we're just going to use the base tank because I don't want to fucking you get worked in on a freight container. There was a lot of effort put into this mod, I think. Leave a landmine behind you, sure. I mean, I can't lie. It's exactly what I thought it would be. But, here's the thing. Among the playable cars... It's funny you flip over. Among the playable cars, easily the most playable among them. Oh, it has... I'm sorry, what? It can hover? I guess that makes sense since it wouldn't be able to jump otherwise. But you kind of just can't... This character flips very easily. I feel like it's harder to flip a tank than this. But maybe I don't know tank physics very well. I feel like going over a cliff does not immediately make you flip over every single time. That is a lot of damage that that thing did. So landmines are where it's at. You can charge into enemies to do good damage, obviously. So yeah, if I like place a landmine down like right there, and I bait him into it, get over here. Fucking super death. Okay. So the tank, if you're gonna have a random car as a playable character, I think this tank is probably the closest you're gonna get to one that feels playable. This feels fine. A little weird that it just flips over immediately. I don't know why you'd use the hover, because I don't know if you're noticing, I'm on flat ground, I used the hover, flipped over. I'm not sure where it's useful. Let me try to get higher up. Maybe it's like, you know, only good if you already have like some air, maybe, question mark. So like, let's say that I do it from like here. No, that just flips you over. So you can hover, but it's just a flip over button. So that's cool. Come on, get a little closer, Chief. Boom. Super death. Character. Okay. Maybe not so playable. Fucking thing flips over at the tiniest little bump. But neat. Overwhelming? Overwhelming because yeah, thrust allows for versatile control in the air. Yeah, I would say that. If by versatile control in the air you mean allows you to flip your ass over immediately. Yeah, I would agree. Toxic does damage, provides powerful toxin, dealing extra damage per second, 0%. Probably increases somehow? Healing allies with the skill increase of regen. I presume, yeah, so like you can hit an ally with it to increase their life regen. Load your injector with 2 intangible electrifying bolts to deal damage to a single enemy. Okay, fair enough. Become intangible for a moment, also greatly increase movement speed. First of all, antidote to cure. So it makes it so that you can cure allies? Allies who receive this buff have plus 5% regen and armor. Okay, so it just upgrades. So if you use Divine Intervention, it just straight up upgrades like your like right click. Main fire? Main fire. And Venomous, which is a more powerful version of Toxic, which also does 0% base damage, but also lowers their armor. I mean, fair enough. Character probably is functional, but appears to have no unlockables, so there is that limitation. Very lengthy cooldown on... okay, so it's got like a 2-second cooldown to get 3 shots. Gotcha. That was Divine Intervention. Obviously the power of this character comes from like friendly stuff. Probably. Oversized syringe smack does good damage. You can load this up to do 2 extra shots. I guess the question there, something to like investigate. If you blow through all of your ammo, then you right click, it does load the new shots, and then you have your other ammo back. So basically the loop you want to go for is like kind of firing, and then while it's reloading you equip the electro darts. And then you have your main fire back, kind of. You can kind of hit an enemy to toxin them. Very clunky character is my only note. This is the general impression I have of characters that don't truly have a main fire, because like their main fire has a cooldown attached. Feels clunky. A little bit, but mostly playable. I don't love him though. Does kind of what I would expect him to do, probably at least marginally better in multiplayer, because the idea is to kind of be like somewhat of a support. I was gonna try Rifter, but it looks like Rifter's not done. They said, oh, almost complete, but I don't think it's done based on the fact that we're currently looking at a Stickman. I don't know if I care to like fuck with this one, because it appears like it kind of... okay, whatever. Samira is Gorl, another League of Legends character, presumably. Give her a shot here. And let's take a peek. Has gun, loud gun, can swing sword. Not quite as loud, but oh, I hate that. Whatever the fuck that sound effect was when I got that buff, I hated. I'm sorry. Guitar Hero noises are just like a part of her kit? Am I playing Chai from Hi-Fi Rush? I don't understand. I presume that's supposed to do damage to things immediately around me. Okay, so, from what I can tell, you hit an enemy with that. Then you hit them with that, and that increases your thing. And then once you build it up to like S tier, you probably like pop it anytime, but it gets stronger as you go. And then, yeah, you, like, fuck up enemies around you. So her gameplay mechanic appears to be smack enemies to gain Rockstar points and then unleash Rockstar Fury eventually. I don't know, like, conditionally what you have to do to gain your Rockstar points. Feels kind of arbitrary. Yeah, like, is it getting a kill? Maybe? Hard to say. But that move is powerful if it's S tier. Certainly. Where is the bossy poo? Either way, you must deal with the loud sound effect of guitar riffs constantly, so... Holy fucking shit! So it was... Okay. I thought it was strong. I didn't think it was that overpowered. What the literal fuck? Did it need to be? Poor Beetle Queen. I don't know if I've ever seen her die that fast on fucking stage 1. Truly, poor Beetle Queen. That is the most overpowered ass bullshit. I've never seen her die that fast on stage 1. It's not even especially difficult to build up the charge to max. I feel like I've seen this character enough to understand that she's overpowered. And we will probably never be using her, but oddly satisfying in a weird way to like gain the stacks and then just pump out literally the most damage ever that like a character could have at base level. An unreasonable amount of damage, truly. Alright, then the last one here. Notably with this last one, this like custodian boyo, he actually comes with like, yeah, this cloudburst mod. It only adds like 8 items to the game, but it also adds him. That's all it does, is adds him and like 8 items. But he gains a stack of groove when he hits an enemy that makes him fast. He can swing his broom. Every third hit applies weightless, which makes them slow and attack slow. Fourth, a player winch magically fly towards an enemy, hit them for damage, and spike them, force the enemy to fall downwards, causing a shock. Sure. Activate flow. Gain a double jump, gain cooldown reduction. Okay. And send your main unit barreling through enemies for damage before stopping and returning. You activate again to reel towards the main and explode, applying weightless. Seems at least to be detailed, like he's got mechanics. So let's kind of... So yeah, he gained groove. And when I say he gained groove, what I mean is he fly, kind of. He can spike enemy. Okay, that's the idea. I get it. I understand now. So you spike them up by just hitting them, and then you use your right click to kind of slam them down. If I could fucking manage to do that. I understand what they want you to do with him. It's just I'm not good enough to do it. Here, let's try on, like... Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get close enough to Stone Golem to try on him. There we go. There's what you want to do with them. Is, like, spike them up. And then if you can land the fucking right-click on him, you get to do big uber damage. Alright, maid unit. Okay, that seemed maybe a little excessive. So when he's like this, he gets to have a double jump and he gets to, like, really get in there. So he kind of just jumps towards the enemy. If you can get them in the air, then he can do the, like, super move on them. So yeah, that's the idea with him, is like a 3-hit combo where he bats them up into the air, and then as he builds up groove, he becomes, like, strong. He becomes the fucking strong, and then he can kind of spike them downwards. I don't know what he's based on, but I mean, it's a neat mechanic. And you can't deny how much fucking groove he's got. Damn, dude, I'm fast. Ain't nobody as fast as this motherfucker. I mean, I like him. He's effective. That attack maybe is a bit much, is I guess my only note. Is the maid bot appears to generate an enormous shockwave that sends that just kind of kills guys and sends them way up in the air. I don't know if it does like how much damage that's doing. If it's just because they're like basic Lemurians, but that cooldown has that ability has a kind of a short cooldown if it's doing that much damage over that large an area. But I would want to find the boss to really see how strong that is, because I want to know how much damage it does to a boss. And does like it knock up a boss? It absolutely knocks up a boss, and then you can ground slam them. You also come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. With the boss. Come fly with me. You just pull them up into the air and beat the shit out of them. I mean, funny gameplay loop. Maybe a bit excessive. Come fly. It's like he just takes him so high. Alright. I don't know what about this guy is custodian besides having mop. I would say that he is the opposite of Little Mac. He sure is an air fighter, Mac. That's appears to be fundamentally his character. I don't know, like, he's probably based on something, but I don't know what that thing is. He just combos people up into the air and then slams them down. That's just kind of his whole gimmick. The R-click also does like a shit ton of damage to like basic enemies, but doesn't like murderize a boss, so it's probably fine. Probably doesn't like kill elites too bad. Okay, Stone Golem, you're kind of a good target for this. Yeah, that doesn't even, well, that does like a lot of damage, but not that much. I don't think that's that unreasonable. I think this guy's fair enough. You get the groove. He's probably fine. Alright, so now it is time for me to backflip off into the sunset with Mr. Popo. Yeah. This was the character testing thing. It's time for me to go because my people need me. I need to build up ki. Hold on. Let's build up. Maybe I can turn into Giga Chad, Mr. Popo? Question mark? I did no. Okay, I can't. Backflip off into the sunset, Mr. Popo. Backflip off into the sunset, and also occasionally shoot a Kamehameha. Alright. This was the character showcase. I hope you enjoyed.